Hello, ladies and gents, boys and girls. It is I, Martso, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 2 A-Spec, Episode 2. Since the last episode, I did something off-screen. I got the Gold, B, and A national level licenses, and alongside of these two prize cars, I did some other races, mainly the Clubman Cup, which yielded no prize cars. I managed to complete the Lightweight K Cup and the Compact Car World Cup. So the prize cars for those, this I've bought for the first race of the K Cup. This is one of the prize cars for the K Cup. This is for the second race. The Demio wasn't used. It has 99 horsepower stock, but I used this for something else. And this is the final chain and the first change in the price cars, from what I gathered, was the Copen concept. This is awarded for the final race of the K-Kart Cup, which is fine, but you can't really use it for anything else. This is the Copen concept from 1997, I think. That's why it's in the game, because the A-Spec devs don't want to put anything newer than 1999, and because this is the concept which went into production like 2002, 2003, I think, it's fair game. Other cars of note is the Cooper R50 concept. Again, this is the new Mini from like 1997 as well, I don't remember. Anyways, it's still a concept. Really cool blue color. I think it replaces the Lupo for the third race of the Compact Car Cup. Very cool stuff indeed. Right, so let's go ahead and check out my races. Okay, from what I'm seeing, in order to complete a full cup or challenge or whatever you want to call it, series, I need to get at least International C, and yeah, there's no way about it. Either IC and then IB and then IA. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and knock out IC real quick, and I'll see you back.
2,000 years later.
Alrighty, we are back, and as you can see, I nearly golded this one. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and actually do some racing. So we need a front-wheel drive car. Let's take the Cooper R50 for a spin to the FF Challenge. Race number 1. Oh, nice, it's turbocharged. Well, that'll give some extra torque. It's new in the opposition field. Nothing apart from myself. 2 Civics. There's an EK and an EG. It's an SIR. Get a good run on the back straight. All as good as one can. This thing can really handle. I hear the opposition coming. Whizzing like little bees. And we're gonna wall ride. I just don't want to turn. That's why. Oh no. Looks like Kura and Shingo are going at it. Oh, god damn it, no! They're side by side. Kura's trying to brute force himself. He manages. We're side by side. I got the inside. Can't stop me. This thing is very grippy. Up until it isn't. Actually, I really like how this generation of Mini looks before it turned into the Countryman. This is, of course, fatter than the original Mini from the 60s, which this replaced. Still, that purple Megane. Well, it's actually blue, but it looks purple to me. We got the inside. We'll have to do some shenanigans. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. This race ain't big enough for the two of us. Yeah, let's go easy. I assume race number 2 is going to be a little tough in the stock Mini, and as much as I love it, I'll have to switch cars. Came in a white. I think I've ever got Mugen Accord in this color. Maybe it's been changed. Actually very clean. Those wheels especially. Any new cars? Not that I can see. No. Just an Integra, a Civic, 323F or Atlantis Type R, Sumalmera or Pulsar as these things are called in the stateside. There's a Xantia. Demio isn't as OP as I had hoped, but it's holding its own. And by holding its own, it's beating the opposition without too much issue, apart from when it comes to the corners. Because the Demio is very, very prone to understeer, especially when going from the dizzying speeds of 200 kilometers an hour. It is quite high speed. Now look how this thing understeers, dude. Granted, it has no suspension upgrades whatsoever, but still. Mon little Demio has some A-Spec parts, A-Spec wing, front splitter. That should aid in aero somewhat. God damn it. Caught me back in on the outside. No. Side by side, let's go. Come on, Demio. Pull. No. Watch, I'm just gonna break. What the hell, Civic? This yellow Civic, lovely. This time we got the inside line. A little slow, but knowing this thing understeers like a cow. That wasn't that bad. Victory! It's surprising that the Integra came in last. I was kind of hoping that the Xantia was going to be last, even though it has a decent amount of power, but it is heavy. It's supposed to be a executive spec vehicle. Let's check out the price car. Tom's T111, same as in Manila. I don't think that the Demio will really cut it for the next race, so I'm just gonna hop into the Stratus. And I remember that the Stratus's suspension was very wobbly. I think doing the right move by investing into some sports suspension. Hopefully that'll pay dividends, because we are going to trial mount for race number 3. Any new cars? Not that I've seen. Okay, what? That's not great. Duck station crashed. Be right back. We are back from the crash, and you might be wondering why do I have a few more days progress and 323F wagon with some upgrades tacked onto it. Well, because this is a save state from a previous attempt of recording the episode number 2, because my save file for my current session got corrupted in the crash or something, because when I loaded up that last save file, I just got a day 1 save, so I don't fucking know. Anyways, I guess we'll just have to conform with the thing that I've lost the save, and we're just gonna have to move on. Anyways, let's just go ahead and do the final race that we were preparing to do. I just can't seem to catch a break. Many technical gremlins and everything just impeding my progress. Okay, any new cars? No, not that I can see. Looks like everything is the same, which is rather disheartening, but what can you do? There's a Prelude. It's not the Mugen Prelude, even though it's red. Okay, man, this car can drift, dude. Jesus Christ. If the Drift King Keiichi Tsuchiya were to be offered a choice of an 8.6 or the Dodge Stratus, he'd pick the Dodge Stratus because it's clearly the superior front-wheel drive drift car, because of course front-wheel drive is the superior drift drivetrain, as we all know. Especially the heavier the car, the better. If the car has a lot of torque, as you can clearly see by incredibly skillfully performed maneuvers of the drifting variety. Now, maybe I should have taken the turbo off, but then again I would have been just better off with the Demio. And it feels like the opposition on race number 3, the front-wheel drive challenge, is notoriously weaker than race number 2 for some reason. Maybe it's the track? Because the AI are having some slight troubles navigating trial mount. Or is it just because the Dodge Stratus is incredibly overpowered? Either way, I'm winning, and I don't give a shit. And just look at it drift, come on. Jesus. I'm just showboating at this point. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't have a racing mod. Because if it did, I would absolutely take it to GT Worlds just to fucking clown on the prototypes. Holy. Look at that drift. Oh my god, is this underground too? Let's not crash. Brilliant. Jesus Christ. And over the line. And a new car. It's the Mugen Prelude Type S, which I've alluded to earlier. Very nice, very cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a racing mod. Anyways, since I've already bought this thing, do I use it? Because I've already used it. You know what? Let's just go ahead and buy a new wagon. Should I buy this for the historic car cup? It's one of the better historic cars to actually use. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So don't forget. There we go. Primera wagon. I think I am just obliged or obligated to buy it in 2 town. Slightly underpowered by suspension, by weight reduction, just the standard stuff. It's got drivetrain, it's by a flywheel, racing flywheel. This isn't very promising. It's got the BTCC Super Touring mod. We can cosplay as the 850R. And I see another Primera wagon, but in that midnight purple. There's a Caldina Imposter. That same 2-tone that I've got. Wonder I am going to struggle. But how badly I am going to struggle, that is the question. Damn does this thing corner, dude. Jesus Christ. That flat. And I'm just gonna understeer, okay. But I somehow came out on top. Probably not for long, though. Okay, it's probably the suspension that I just braked slightly and the rear of my car just stepped out like a drift car. Imagine if that was the final lap. I would have lost by 0.002 seconds. That would have been some table smashing shit right there. Come on. Nice. I'm just gonna go and ride the wall. Instead of being bounced into. I think that's the strat. And look at that sick drift, dude. Unfortunately, it does not have the torque because it's not turbocharged. It doesn't have the torque of the Stratus to actually properly take advantage of its drifting skills. But nevertheless, we win. Surprisingly, the Impreza came in last, so it's basically the best of the bunch. Anyway, let's go to race number 2 at Super Speedway. Because this is a super speedway or some sort of speedway, you know, and we're racing wagons, it does remind me of the NASCAR truck series. Why are those Hicks racing trucks instead of wagons? Well, I guess maybe because it's America and everyone loves their trucks for some reason, polluting the earth instead of having an actually practical car like the wagon, which is more aerodynamic, better in every single possible way. Holy, that's a long 6th gear. That, but I guess for overdrive purposes. This is a wagon and it's not supposed to be raced. Anyway, that's good to know. If I ever end up on test course. Flat through this. Slow down slightly. Damn, look at that turning, bro. This thing really corners flat. Maybe the boys at Volvo failed to actually tune their 850R properly, because if they had, they would have won the 1994 championship without any issues, because if wagons turn this well, and supposedly they had better aerodynamics. Okay, final race at Special Stage Route 5, my favorite. Just gotta get a good launch. Slight wheel spin. That didn't stop me from moving. What's going on here? There's that Mazda rubber band much. Slight dab on the brakes, we end up in the walls. That much speed. Oh, come on. This is turning out to be quite the fierce battle. Slightly worried about the straights. Try to get on the inside sooner. Yeah, let's go. Mazda Pass is gonna break now. God damn it. It's okay. Oh no. Strategic collision to the wall. I can hear him. Oh my god. No, not again. I'm being bullied by a WRX wagon. Don't tell me it's just gonna fly away. And we barely won this thing. Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on back there? Mugen Accord wagon. Nice. And the third and final race gave us the lightning yellow Nissan Stagea 250R 260RX. Excuse me, tuned by Nismo. Damn. It's really sleek, Jesus Christ. To end the episode right here because I still need to edit this thing and